Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to a new stream where we're gonna build a real-time chat application in React Native. Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks for the late support that you're guys showing for the previous builds. If you didn't see them, we built on this channel already Instagram, Twitter and Spotify. Everything is in React Native, deployed on AWS with backend as a service that AWS provides, and yeah, everything is working, and you guys seems to get a lot of value out of it. So let me know in the chat if everything is okay, if you can hear me well, where are you coming from. I'm really interested because every time I'm doing a stream, people from all around the world are joining, so that's really motivating and really nice. So for the new people, like why I'm doing that, I'm doing real-time builds because in my opinion, practicing and actually building an application is the best way to learn a technology, even though sometimes it might be frustrating or hard or something like that. But following along with me and building it yourself you will learn a lot of information and you'll get a lot of experience out of it. And at the end, you can put this this real-time chat application in your portfolio and show to your next recruiter that you already built something meaningful, not just some Udemy tutorials. Someone is asking, is this getting posted as a video after? I can't stay long enough to go through the whole thing. Here from Ireland. Hello Eugen from Ireland. Yeah, of course, this is gonna be as a video on this channel. After this live stream, it's getting processed like in a couple of hours and you'll be able to watch it later. Jaros, first time here. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So guys, lately a lot of people are writing personal messages to me, the DMs, and I can't get a response to everyone. So sorry for that. It's not just that I'm ignoring you. I'm a bit pressed on time. I'm also working at my startup. I'm finishing my university, and I can't get back to everyone. So that's why, guys, I opened a Discord channel where we all can get together and chat and discuss, ask our questions. So please check out in the description down below the video. You'll see the Discord invite link, and I can't wait to see you there. I will try to set aside like 1 hour per day where we can chat. I can help you if you have problems with builds, but most importantly, I want to build a community around this so that everyone will help each other, because if you're getting into a problem, there is a high chance that someone else got into the same problem, and I could help one and the others will solve the problems, where you can help each other. And yeah, that's how we learn. And I'm really enthusiastic about this community, and we'll see where it goes. So you're welcome, guys, to the Discord channel. Alexandra already joined the Discord channel. Thank you very much. Alexandra was the first one joining the Discord channel. Hello, Kenya, from Kenya. So, it seems that everything that was important was said. That means that we can get into the build. So what are we gonna build today? As I said, we're gonna build a real-time chat application in React Native. And we're gonna do that based on the WhatsApp UI, because I thought that all the chat applications look kind of the same. And I just want to show you the technology and how to build everything. And regarding the design, if you want, you can continue and customize the application based on your design. And I'm really looking forward to see how you guys customize these applications and how you go into more depth and create something bigger that I'm showing in these live streams. So yeah, share that on the Discord channel and I'll give you feedback. So for this build, what technologies are we gonna use? So first of all, it's of course React, and we are gonna use also Expo SDK. Yeah, that's an awesome tool on top of React. So if you're not familiar with Expo, yeah, don't be afraid. It's nothing more like, at the end of the day, we are still writing React Native. Expo just gives us some very useful tools specifically for getting starting. And that's why I chose Expo in this live stream, because it's much easier to set up a project, bootstrap it, and get to work really fast. And also they provide a lot of cool libraries and much more pros that I can explain here. So definitely check out Expo if you're not familiar with it. We're gonna use TypeScript, and TypeScript is the same JavaScript but with types. It's typed JavaScript. So yeah, I'm using TypeScript because yeah, that's the kind of a industry standard. It's your code is much more reliable than writing pure JavaScript. So if you're not familiar with TypeScript, again, don't be afraid, because it's the same JavaScript. And if you don't know TypeScript, you can write the JavaScript and it will work. It will show you some red warnings, but it will work. So don't be afraid of that. And also we are gonna use React Navigation for the navigation. What about the backend? The backend, we are gonna use AWS Amplify, which is a great tool from Amazon Web Services, which provides access to a lot of services from AWS that helps us build and deploy really fast mobile and web applications. So a couple of services that they provide that I can give you as an example is AWS AppSync, which enables you to create APIs in AWS, REST API and GraphQL API, and we're gonna use a GraphQL API for our build. It also gives you access to S3, which is a storage service, to analytics, to authentication. Yeah, that's a very powerful one, AWS Cognito, and it gives you authentication flows and pre-made authentication components. So just by installing it and writing probably 3 lines of code, your app is protected by authentication, where user can sign up, log in, forget password, reset their password, receive everything on email, and so on. That's what I love about AWS. Okay, with that said, let's have a look what people are saying. Hello from India. Hello. What time will be starting, bro? Yeah, we are starting now. Hi Borja, welcome to the stream. Someone is asking, yeah, a very important question. Will it be only front-end this week's episode? Yeah, usually I split my builds into 2 episodes. In the first week, we're doing only the UI and prepare everything from the UI, from the front-end standpoint. And on the second week, we are building the backend, and we integrate it with our UI that we have built. And this week is no different. Today we're gonna build the UI of the WhatsApp based on WhatsApp application, and the next week we integrate it with AWS. If you can hear the dogs, yeah, say hi to them. They're outside, always here to bark and cheer me. Okay guys, let's get started. So to get started, first of all, yeah, of course, install Expo SDK. You will find easy instruction on their website how to install and set up everything. And after you install it, let's go to a folder that we want. And here let's run expo init WhatsApp clone. This will ask us, will give us as a choice some templates, and this template is like the Bootstrap application that is gonna generate for us. And I'm gonna use tabs with TypeScript, and this will make sure that our application contains simple tab navigation, and this will ensure that the application already has React navigation installed. Everything is set up, and in short, like you will see how it looks from the get-go. Thank you, Borja. Thank you for everything. Yeah, we wait a couple of seconds until the application is generated. Let's make this smaller. We'll need it a bit later. Yeah, it's installing JavaScript dependencies. Okay, come on, let's go. Yeah, the project is ready. Then we will close our terminal because we're gonna open the project not in Xcode but in our IDE of choice. In my case, that's WebStorm. You can use VS Code if you're using it, if you're used to work with it. I prefer WebStorm for all the features that they provide. Okay, let's open WhatsApp clone here. Yeah, let's make this a bit smaller so you can see. Okay, I think you can see it pretty well. Okay, the first thing, let's run this project and see what Expo initialized the application with. So we will run yarn start, and this will start the development server. Why don't I use VS Code? Just personal preference, and I really like all the IDEs provided by JetBrains. So yeah, that's what I've been using. So our server started, and it should open a browser window. And from this browser window, we can run our application on Android device or emulator, or we can run it on iOS emulator. So our application will run on both platforms. I just choose to work with an iOS emulator. But if you have, if you're working on a Windows machine and don't have a iOS emulator, it's perfectly fine to go on and run it on Android, even device or emulator, whichever is open, like, or connected to the PC. So I will go and run on iOS simulator. And yeah, starting the Metro, and here it will open the Expo application. Hello, Master Jim. How are you doing? And yeah, down below here we see like 39%, like it's loading, it's building the JavaScript bundle, and shortly we'll see our generated application. Let me make it like this. How do you like that? No. Hello there, friend. Hello. So here is our application that has been generated, and it has two tabs, tab 1 and tab 2. and we can navigate from two of them, and we can see the header title of the page is also changing from tab 1 to tab 2, the same as the content of it. So everything is generated with React navigation and some tabs. That would be really helpful for us because we are also need something like that. A bit on the project structure. So the most important folders, I don't know, like assets is the folder where we keep the fonts and images. Components is our folder with all the shared components that we're gonna use throughout the application in multiple screens. More about that shortly. Constants. Here we have some global constants of application, for example colors or fonts that we want to reuse and that we can easily change, layouts and so on. A folder for our hooks, then the navigation, and here is all the navigation and all declared. And the last one important is screens. Here we'll declare and we'll create our screens that is gonna be used by the navigation. So yeah, that's about that. Let's go on and start implementing our application. So first of all, we will start with the navigation and set up everything to be ready with the navigation. So the first part is we want to display this green header with WhatsApp and search and three dots icon to the right. Currently we see a title, but this is for the specific page. This is more like a more global title. So yeah, let's go ahead and start implementing this WhatsApp title. To do that, let's go into navigation and open the index file. Hello, Omar. Yeah, index. And here we have our root navigator. Root navigator contains our bottom tab navigator, which is this navigator with two tabs. And also it has a not found screen. So we will want to adjust the screen options for our root navigator to change the color and everything like that. First of all, we see that it has the option header show on false, which by default, which hides the header. We can delete it, save, and we'll see the header root, which is the name of a screen. And now if I can remember all the options that we need to set, that would be nice. So yeah, first of all, we need to set the styles for the tab bar, and that's gonna be in tab bar options. Tab bar options. And okay, the background, now we need to set the background color and the color of the text, because color of the text now is black. So for the style, let's say background color, and if we put here red, will it work? Probably not. No, overall tab bar options, no. Okay, we have screen options here. We will need tab bar options. No, it's screen options. Maybe we should open the, I always confuse these styles of the navigator. And yeah, it's not tab bar options, it's header style. Header style, and we have here background color, and if we set red, yeah, now it will work. So for the color, as I said, we have a folder with constants, and here we have the colors. And these are the colors that we're gonna use throughout the whole application, and it's better to take them from these file constants, because after that we can easily adjust all the colors in our application just from one file. So for the tint color, this is like the main color of application. We're gonna use I have prepared like this color, this hex code. You can copy paste it as well. And this should be the WhatsApp green. So if we save, we see that this text over here is displayed as green. I'm not sure how is the quality. Can you guys confirm that the quality is good? Can you see the text? And let's go here and say constants, colors, colors dot light dot and it will be tint color. Let's save. Can find variable colors because we didn't import them. Alt tab, add import statement, colors from constants. Yeah, now save. And we see at the top our WhatsApp color displayed for the header. Okay, then header tint color, and this is for the text. And for the text we're gonna use colors light, not tint but background. So for the header we inverse the tint and the background colors, because usually the background is light and the tint color is green, but in the header we do it like opposite. So we're gonna take the background color and display for the tint color, like the font color here. Yeah, you see, root is already white. There is also an option header title align here, and we want to align it to the left. Save, it's there. Nice. And also we can give more styles to the title using header title style. And here we can set like font weight is gonna be bold. Save. Yeah, it changed. We couldn't see a lot because yeah, it was already I think bold. Okay, here everything, yeah, everything is done. After that we will have to add this. Where is it? The oh, we need to change the name to WhatsApp, right? To do that, right now we still have root. We will give some options to this component, and one option will be title, and title will be what's up. Save. Yeah. So if options title doesn't exist, basically if we don't give anything as a title, the library will take the name of a screen as the title. However, if we provide the title, this will override and display here. The next thing is to give a header right component, and header right will be a function that will return a React component, and this will be displayed at the right of the header bar. So here, let's make a bit of space. If we look into the designs, we see that we have two icons. Okay, search icon and three dots icon. We need to put them into a view, because whenever we want to return two components, we need to put them inside a parent component. because in React you always need to return one component. So view, and here we will import some icons. First of all, let's import the view from React Native. And now we will import the icons. The icons you can find on, let me show you where you can find all the icons and how to use them. And after that, I will show you, I will just type them because I have them prepared. So the icons, you'll find them on icons.expo.f. Come on, Vadim. Here. Yeah, here you see like all the directory with all the icons that you will probably ever need. If you need custom icons, you can also create them, but for the beginning, like this directory is huge. Like there, it contains 7 or 8 icon family, and the icon family is this and typo, and so on. We can see them all here. And also we can search, like for example, home, and it will display you whatever you need. And here it also shows you how to import them and how to display them. Okay, I think that's clear. Now let me check where I have them. Somewhere in my notes I have them prepared. Thanks to Alex, who helped me. So the first icon will be from Octicons. Let's import them here. Import from Expo vector icons. First family is Octicons, and the second one material community icons. Material community icons. Okay, now the first one is Octicons, and for the name will be search. The size will be, let's try 24. We'll see how it looks. And for the color, I think white should be by default. We can check that later because we want a white icon. The second one will be material community icons. For the name, it's gonna be dots dash vertical size, again 24. Yeah, let's end this. Octicons, add import. Why? Yeah, Octicons, I didn't write it correctly. What do you want? Typo in Word. Yeah, doesn't matter. Save. Okay, we can see them there. The default color is black. Let's also give a not size but color, and we can even write white. The same for the second one. Save. Yeah, the color is white, and we want to display them into the same row, not in different rows, not vertically. For that, we're gonna give a style for the parent component and say flex direction row. Save. Yeah, they're displayed in a row. However, they're very close to each other. If we look here, we see that there is some space between them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's give a fixed width to the parent component of, I don't know, maybe 60. As a number, not as a string, Vadim. 60, and then justify content space between, right? Because we want them to spread apart and to have a space between them. Yeah, like that. And probably one more style will be something like margin right. Yeah, I don't encourage ever writing inline styles as I do right now, but to write them in a separate file. However, for this use case, I'm allowing myself to do that just to move faster. Margin right 10, and we have some spacing to the right. Yeah, I think that's probably it with the header. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, what's up here? The icons, I think they are pretty good. Here, yeah, the images is enlarged, and that's why it seems that it's bigger, but I think that the sizes are pretty close to the reality. Maybe even our icons are too big, so let's try a 22 font size. 22 here, 22 here. Save. Yeah, they are a bit smaller right now. Okay, how is it going, guys? Are you following? Am I going too fast, too slow, too boring? Someone is asking to increase a bit the zoom. Yeah, of course, I always do that. Now I forgot. Let's zoom a bit. Font 16. Let's try 16. Is it better right now? All right, so too fast. Okay, yeah, maybe that's true, but yeah, we have a lot of things to do today, and I would try to keep this not very long, like, I don't know, more than 2 hours is already hard for me. I'm losing like energy at the end, and it's gonna be also hard for you. So yeah, maybe after the stream go along, and if you don't understand something, replay or research more, or even ask me on Discord channel, and I will try to help you. Rebel programmer. Let's focus on this stream on WhatsApp, but please let me know in the Discord channel, and I will help you with your problem. Okay. So the header bar is done. Now we need to display this tab bar. Currently, our application displays a bottom tab navigator, but in WhatsApp it's a bit different. So on the bottom there is no navigator, no tabs. However, these tabs are on the top. It's possible to do that easily in React Native. We just need to install a new library called React Navigation Material Top Tabs, and this is gonna help us display these top tabs as WhatsApp does. So yeah, we will also need to install like React Native Tab View and React Native Reanimated, because these are the dependencies for the top tabs navigation. So let's go ahead and install them right now. Yeah, open the terminal. Let's open a new one and call yarn add in these libraries. Okay, let's now prepare, have a look at what we have here. Yeah, we'll not need the colors. The libraries are installed. So here we have like the index, which contains like just the root navigation and the not found, and the root navigation displays our bottom tab navigation. So if we have a look at this bottom tab navigation, it contains these tabs like tab 1, tab 2, and each tab is a separate stack navigator. So we see the stack navigator for the tab 1 screen, the stack navigator for the tab 2 screen. I think we will reuse the same file, only we will change a bit the names, because it's not the bottom tab navigator, but let's change it to not even top tab navigator, but I think main tab navigator. So it's gonna be main. Wait a second, I forgot to check some marks there. So refactor, rename, main tab navigator. Let's search for a reference, and yeah, now we can refactor, yes. And in the index, let's make sure that, yeah, it's main tab navigator, and here we use it as main tab navigator. Okay, now everything is gonna happen in this main tab navigator. So the same way as the bottom tab navigator has a function create bottom tab navigator, the same way there is a function create top tab navigator, but we're gonna import it from the library that we just installed. React Navigation Material Tabs, this one, and it's called create material top tab navigator. Then we're gonna replace the create bottom tab navigator with the create material top navigator. What did I do there? And yeah, it's saved, and we already see our tabs on the top. As simple as that. The status bar should be white. I think on my Android the status bar is the same, like green. I'm not sure how is it on iOS. Okay, so I would also like to rename this const from bottom tab to main tab. So refactor rename, it's gonna be main tab. Okay, now it's a bit better. We can delete the bottom tab navigator from the imports because we'll not need it. And now we will have to start styling these tabs to look more like WhatsApp. The same with colors. Yeah, mostly with colors, and some tricks for this icon. Let's have a look. Okay, here for the bottom tab navigator, we need to send some tab bar options, and we have already the active tint color, which should be white, so it's not tint but it's background, and this will display the title as white, and we will not see it until we define a style for the background color. Background color scheme dot tint. Save. Hello, background color, right? Yeah, background color is colors at color scheme. So color scheme is a custom hook that returns us light or dark. So by doing like colors at color scheme, we are preparing this for being able to turn from light mode to dark mode. I'm not gonna get into that into this stream, but yeah, just saying. Yeah, someone on Twitch said hello. I'm also streaming on Twitch. I don't promote it that much, so there is not a lot of people, but thank you very much for joining. Okay, we see our background is already green. We can move through from tab to tab. Yeah, the next thing is this line beneath the tab, you see there is a blue line, and this is called the indicator style, and it indicates like which tab is currently active. So there is separate styles that we can adjust for the indicator style. So the first thing is definitely is gonna be the color scheme, the background color, which will be background for it to be light. Yeah, you see right now it's white, and probably we will increase a bit the height because we see here that the indicator style of this line is quite big. So let's increase the height of the indicator to 5. Save. Yeah, right now it's a bit bigger. Probably it's too much, but you get the idea. We can adjust this size. Okay, I see one problem at the moment, and we have a thin line between the tabs and the header, which is white, and this is a bit disturbing for the eyes. So let's try to fix this. And to do that, we're gonna go into the index navigation, because this line is actually from the title, from the WhatsApp title. So that's where we will have to adjust it. So for the header style, which is the whole container, we're gonna say that the shadow opacity, this is like a shadow that is displayed automatically. So the shadow opacity will be 0. And this will fix on one system, and I don't remember on which one. Probably shadow opacity. Let's save and see. Yeah, shadow opacity is for iOS, and to fix it on Android, that's elevation also 0. So this elevation will fix that problem on Android. Yeah, right now that we see that there is no lines between the title and the tabs, which is pretty nice, and that's what we need. Probably from the style we need to make the labels bold. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And the same as the style for the container indicator style, there is a label style, and this option is the styles for our label. Let's do font weight here, bold, save, and they're already bold. Let's see, from the styles I think we are good. To add shadow for the main tab navigator, is there a shadow there? I don't think so, but yeah, it might look better. But yeah, let's follow the designs. So because the styles are pretty similar to WhatsApp, let's go ahead and add all the tabs that we have, like camera, chat, status, and calls. Let's open up our the main tab. The first one will be camera. Second one will be chats, right? Then let's copy paste this one 2 times. What's there, like status and calls. Status and calls. Yeah, let's save. And we see already 4 tabs with all the tabs that we created here. The first thing that we see is that the name is red, and that's because we have defined custom types for our tab navigator. And we do that in TypeScript to ensure that we don't mistype something. For example, if our type is camera, we don't say like camera with 2 A's and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and adjust these types to include only these 4 names for them. and we can find them in our root folder, and we go to the types. So for the bottom tab param list, let's rename it to the main tab param list, and here we'll define the names for all our tabs, like camera, chats, then we have status, and lastly calls. Let's close this and make sure that we import not bottom tab param list but main tab param list, and also we send it here. Yeah, right now we see that the names, let's make it bigger, we see that the names are already not red. So this is very cool because, yeah, as I said, like if right now we say like we mistype something, camera, we see a red warning saying camera is not assignable. So we make sure that this will prevent a lot of mistakes in future. Someone subscribe, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, the initial route name here, we see that it says like there is no such name, so let's say that the initial route name will be chats. Let's save, and when we open the app, the chats will be opened. Okay, the next step is to display, instead of a camera, this cool icon. So let's do that. First of all, we don't need any tab bar icon for our calls, status, and chats tab. So let's go ahead and delete this one and clean our code, because we actually don't need icons for them. But for our camera icon, we're gonna use an icon that I prepared. Let's have a look. It's from Fontisto. Let's import it. Import Fontisto. Come on, Fontisto. And here we're gonna say Fontisto name. Fontisto. The name is gonna be camera. Color. We'll see if we need to adjust the size. We save. However, we see that we don't see any icons, and that's because the tab bar options has a specific property here, which is show icon, and that's defaulted to false, but we want to show the icon. So show icon true, save. We see the camera, but we also see the label camera. That's not something that we want. We want to somehow hide this label camera, and to do that, we're gonna say here like tab bar label, and this is also like the same way as we give a function to a tab bar icon that returns the icon. We can also set like a function that returns null, saying that when you want to render a tab bar label, render nothing. Let's save, and now we can see that, yeah, the tab bar doesn't display anything. So the next step is to make the icon smaller. However, that's a task for you guys. So whoever accomplishes that, yeah, let me know and send me a message and show me how you did that. Yeah, just some tips or some ways you can do that is to declare custom tabs with custom styles. But that's a bit of typing, so I will not get into that. The only thing is that I want to increase the size of this icon, because that's not very hard. Size 22. Oh, too much. 20. Probably 20 or 18 even. Yeah, like that. And yeah, it looks pretty similar to this one. The only thing is the width. So guys, if you, what am I doing with this? Vadim, don't touch it. So if you manage to make this tab smaller, yeah, send me a message in Discord and I will say good job, good job, good job. So are we done with navigation? Probably yes. How do you guys feel? How is it going? Are you following? All right. Let's go on. Okay, the next thing is we'll work on the chats page, and this is the page where you see all the chat rooms and all the chats that you have in a vertical list. And in React we always think in components, basically like what are the smaller components that we need to develop and merge together in order to have something more complex. Because if from the beginning start everything like in the same file, or for example developing this whole flat list or whole list of messages into the same file, shortly it's gonna be a mess and you'll have like a very huge files. I encourage you to split everything into very small components that are manageable, and this will, even if it will be harder from the beginning, it will save you a lot of time in future when you want to upgrade or to fix some bugs, because you know where everything is located. So we see that our page displays like multiple items that looks the same. For example, this line looks the same as the second one and looks the same as the third one, only with different like data, with different names, with different images. So the first thing that we are gonna develop is the chat list component, which is this like red box that displays one chat message. And what does it have? What does it need to know in order to render this? It needs to know like the user that you are chatting with, his image, his name or like phone number, and also it needs to know the last message, because the last message is gonna display it here, and the last message also has like a timestamp. When did you receive that message? And this is like the created at of the last message, and this created at is displayed to the right. And then we develop this component, and then we will reuse it to create this list of messages. So let's go ahead and start working on this chat list item component. Let's close our main tab navigation. One thing is, someone asked me to we need to push more frequently to GitHub, to commit to Git, in order to have like multiple checkpoints where you can get and see the state of the application at that point in time. So I'm gonna do that right now. Git commit implement navigation, and with this commit we know that the navigation is implemented. Okay, now let's open our components and create here a new I like to keep my all my components into a directory, and each directory of the components will have 3 files. usually 3 in my project, but now we will have only 2. One for the JSX, like for the rendering, and one separate file for the style. So that's why we keep them in separate directories, in separate folders. Chat list item. And here we will have like index.tsx and also style.ts. For the style, let's import style sheet from React Native. I don't know why I started with with style, but it was open. So yeah, const style equal to style sheet create, and here we'll have all our styles. At the end we can export default style. Let's do styles. And yeah, later on we'll come here and define all the styles that we need. Let's go into our chat list item index, and here let's import first of all React. Then we'll probably need more imports, but we'll add them later. Our chat list item component will chat list item will be a functional component, and once functional components were once hooks were introduced, from that point in time I'm only using functional components because they're so much more like readable and elegant, and they're much more clear to read and to understand. And yeah, let's here export chat list item, export default chat. What's the difference between TSX and TS files? That's a good question. So TS are TypeScript, TSX is TypeScript with GSX, and the GSX is all the React that we write, like the GSX syntax, like here. Let me continue, and yeah, this is GSX. So when our file contains this GSX, we need to the extension should be either TSX if we are using TypeScript, or GSX if we are using JavaScript. Yeah. Okay, we have our view, not from themed. Let's keep it simpler. From React Native. And here we'll have props, and for the props, let's have a look at what we have as an input. We'll have like a chat room with chat room ID, with users, and last message. So chat room is gonna be of a type of chat room, and we can declare this type here, but because this chat room is much global type that we might use in different components, I would go ahead and declare it in the types.tsx. And here let's export type chat room, which is equal to, so a chat room will have an ID of type string. It will have a list of users, an array of users, which will contain all the users in that room. Basically, me and someone else in the case that it's a private message, or more users if it's a group chat. Andre, finally got you live. How are you? Hello, how are you doing? I'm very good. Thank you. So users is gonna be an array of user, which we also have to declare, by the way. Users, and also last message. Last message will be a message type. A message type. So we need now to declare how do a user look. User. Probably it will have an ID, string, what else? A image, a name, and yeah, let's keep it like that. Image. Let's first of all name, string, and image URI, and this will be the URL for his image. How can I improve my skill of naming the components? I have a good video on naming variables and naming things in programming, so definitely recommend checking that out. That's based on the clean code book, so I saved you some time of reading a book, and I put everything together in a short 10 minutes video. Good tip about types. TS seems a good way to share common types. Yeah, the types that are more global, this is very good way to share them. And I need to focus when writing and not reading the chat. Message ID. It will have a content which will represent the message itself. It will have a created at which probably will be, I don't know, a number or something like that, which will indicate like the timestamp when this image was created. Let's go with timestamp or number. What else does a message have? Oh, actually a user, like who is it from? But we can come later and adjust it, because right now that's enough. So let's close our types. We'll probably not need it right now, and import the type here, like chat room, from our types. Thank you, Alexander, for helping people in the chat. Okay, we have our chat room. Let's display here a simple text message like chat room dot last message dot content. Let's import text from React Native. Come on, only once is enough. And let's go ahead and in our screens, tab 1 screen, let's rename, or should we just create a new screen from scratch? I'm too lazy to create. Let's rename this one to chat screen. Yes, do refactor. Hopefully it still works. I don't think so. And here remove everything, save. What's happening? Oh, this is tab 2. For our chats, let's go into our navigation, main tab navigator, and for the chats we're gonna use the here for our chat screen we're gonna use the, why is it called tab 1 navigator still? From screens, no, it's chat screens. Yeah, that's correct. Component chat screen, chats, save. Yeah, right now it's there. And in our view, let's import our message component not message component, but chat room component. Import chat list item from components dash chat list item, and display it here. Chat list item, and we need to send some data. So we need to send some data through props because yeah, it even says us it's missing the following properties: chat room. So we need to send a chat room. Chat room. Let me think. No, this will be props. The props will be. We still need to declare that the type of this. Export const and these props will be a chat list item, and the props will have a chat room, correct? Type like that, chat list item props. Okay, now from the props we can take out the chat room, basically destructure it, and after that we will be able to display. Here, chat room. So for the chat room, what we have to give? For the beginning, I think let's give only last message, which will have a content, which will be hello there. Yeah, we see hello there here, which we send from using props from the chat screen. So changed, save, we see it's changed. So I displayed correctly. Would you say saving the Unix time is better than the date? I always like better to save Unix time, and after that on the front end to parse it with moment and display it in the time zone and the format that you need, because like saving into timestamp, you know that it's always going to be a number and you're not gonna miss it. But saving it as a date, one user might include the time zone, and I mean one developer. Another developer will not include, I don't know, the time, only the date, and there is a lot of format issues. So it's much more troubles, in my opinion, working with date. Okay. Yeah, someone on Twitter is asking if I'm making WhatsApp clone or Spotify. Yeah, I'm making WhatsApp clone, sorry. And the confusion is probably because I didn't update the title. So sorry for that. Okay, right now I have to go and get some data that will contain all these like last messages, everything that we need, because I don't want to type it right now. But first of all, let me find it somewhere. Give me 1 second. So, okay, chat rooms. We have chat rooms here. Let's create a new folder, directory data. And in that directory, I'm gonna paste some pre-made data. What's going on here? This is a JSON, so let's do export default. Yeah, export default. And here is just some dummy data that I prepared. For example, this is chat, but I need actually chat rooms. Okay, here it goes, and export default. And this chat rooms contains like an array list of some data for each chat room. So I have like ID, I have some users there with their ID, name, and some image, and the last message that we need to display. So I don't know if anyone is following along and need this data right now. I can probably paste some of it in chat, but this dummy data will be available on the GitHub once I upload it there. So check it out in GitLab. Okay, everything is good here. One error. Which one? Cannot find name Borja. Okay, Borja is here because it wasn't a string. Yeah, right now I think it works. So let's now in our chat screen import our dummy data. Import chat rooms from data chat rooms, and for the first one we're gonna give like I don't need, yeah, for the first chat room we're gonna send the chat room set position 0, like the first chat room, so display that one. Save. Well done with print, guys. Okay, it displays something there. Probably the types are not the same, but users, last message. What you don't like? What you don't like? ID string. Yeah, probably at this moment I should make sure that like the names here are the same as the data that I declare, like users, for example, last message should be the same. Each message, content created at, okay, created at, here we declare it as a date. So Andre, forget everything that I said about timestamps. No, just joking. That's the dummy data that we have, so it's okay with that as well. So that means that in our chat room in types for our created at is not gonna be a number, but it's gonna be a string. Save. Property users are incompatible. So a user have ID, name, and image URI. User ID, name, image URI. Why you don't like it? Okay, never mind, guys. Let's move on because this is not a very important issue at the moment. It just says that some types are not compatible. So if you have more time than me in this stream, go ahead and try to figure out what's going on. But this is just dummy data, so we're gonna replace it in the next week with real data. So not a big issue. Okay, let's go into our chat list item, and because we are receiving all the data, let's display it properly. So components, chat list item, index.tx. Okay. So here for the view, okay, before displaying, putting the styles, let's have a look at what we need to display. Okay, we see from the first view that our row, which is this container, is kind of split into 3 parts, like 3 horizontal parts, like the image here, which is like this rectangle, then the main container, which is here, and to the right we have a separate one. So how we're gonna put them together? We're gonna put the image image or avatar. I think there is like an avatar, right? Avatar source, and for the source we're gonna have like URI, which will be our chat room. Come on, Vadim. Chatroom dot. Okay, we have an interesting problem. Not a problem, but something to take care of. In our data, each chat room contains an array of users, and an array of users will contain myself and the user that I'm chatting with. So at the moment, so yeah, based on our ID, we need to understand who is the other user and display the other user's image. In our case, we'll do that when we implement authentication in database. It's going to be much easier. But right now, let's just assume that always the second user is, the first user is me, and the second user is the person that I'm chatting with. So let's say that const user equal to chatroom. I'm in chats. Okay. Sorry, but it's the same concept. Chatroom users at position 1. So the user that I'm Okay, so for the avatar, we're just gonna display the user.avatar URI. Come on, URI. Object is possible undefined, but yeah, at the moment we know that it shouldn't be undefined. Let's import the avatar from React Native. Avatar. Is there avatar, or why did I thought that there is an avatar? Image, right? Image. And for the style, let's say styles.avatar. Let's import the styles, and shortly we'll declare the styles for the avatar. But we're not gonna see the avatar until we declare the width and height. So let's go ahead in our styles and declare the styles for our avatar, which will be width, let's say 50 pixels and height 50 pixels. Save, and we don't see anything because do we have avatar URI? What do you think? Console log. Yeah, the avatar component was from React Native Elements. I remember that something with that I was working with. So let's console log the avatar URI and make sure that it's there or we did something wrong. So here on device, it's undefined. It's undefined. Interesting. Let's console log the chat room users. Save and check here. Chat. Yeah, it's an array with two users. Why? Then if we take like at position 1, it says that it's undefined. No, it's defined. Then image URI. Why image URI? Oh, not avatar, image URI. Come on, of course. Save. Yeah, we see the image there. We're not gonna, yeah, thank you Alexander that it's not avatar URI, but it was image URI. So we're not gonna style right now. Let's just put all the contents on the screen, and after that we can style. So we have the avatar of a user, then we need the name of a user. It's gonna be somewhere here, text user dot name, and at the end we're gonna display the date, chat room, last message, and not content but created at save. Okay, we have probably everything that we need. And now let's start positioning everything on their in their views. So first one will be style.container. After that, this will be a separate view because they will be, everything will be horizontal, but these two texts will be one on top of each other. So style.styles main container, like main or middle, let's say mid container. Then I think that our image with together with the names will be into a separate view, which will always be to the right, and our text will be in a different view, which will be always be on the left, and the timestamp will always be on the right. Come on, Vadim, focus. Left, right. Chick. Are you alive? I need to drink some water. This is left container. The text will come later and adjust. So for the container, this is like the parent container, which contains everything in our chat room. And here we need to say that the flex direction will be a row to display everything in the same row. Yeah, we see them here. Left container, the same. We need to display in the same row. Save here. And what else? Do we have any other mid container? Yeah, mid container by default it displays in column as flex direction. So probably the next step would be to, instead of this text, I'm gonna display dummy text, and later on I will show you how to parse this and display properly. So here let's display, I don't know, like yesterday. Do we have some? Yeah, we have something like that. Save. Yeah, we see right now. I needed a smaller text here to view everything, because we need to display it with 100% to display to take the whole row. Okay, we take the whole row. However, the yesterday comes close to the message, but it needs to be to the right. Hello, Daniel. Hi. How is it going? For that, we need to add justify content, and to say that we need space between the elements, justify content, space between, save. And in the container, the child components will contain all the space between them. because we say justify content space between. So the first child will be mostly to the left, the last one to the right, and the components in the middle will be like in the middle of them, like they will have like space between. So what else? We probably need to add some padding to this container. Let's add like 10. That's good. Left container. Let's see, left container. Okay, image. We have here styles avatar. And for the avatar, let's add some margin 10. Or only margin horizontal to have it to the left. I would even say like margin right. Yeah, like that. Okay, for the avatar, let's in order to make it round, we're gonna use a radius, which will be like 50, the same as the width and height. Let's move it a bit upwards. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Radius is not a valid property. Margin, border radius, right? Border radius. Yeah, right now it's round, the same as here. Okay. What do we see? Probably. What did I do here? Okay. Should we make the image a bit bigger? Let's try. Okay. So, more noise coming in, guys. Brace yourself. Sorry for that. Let's go with 70 try. Let's probably it's too much. 60. Perfect. Okay, now let's add some styles to our username. Styles dot username. Font weight bold, save. What else do we declare here? Yeah, the font is probably a bit bigger. Is it? Yeah, let's try. So font size, let's try 16, save. Yeah, I guess. What else? Okay, let's declare some styles for the last message as well. Come on. Text styles dot last message. I will close this one to see everything. Okay. And I want to let's adjust the size, font size as well, 16. Let's try. And what else? I want to adjust the color. Color will be like a gray. Let's try gray. Save. Yeah, like that. And we will do the same for our text here. Styles dot time. And let's copy the same style for the time. Save. We have it yesterday here. What else? The mid container. where is it? Okay, mid container. Let's try one thing. Justify content space between. Save. And we added space between the two texts here. But in this case, we see that there is too much space between them, and we can try another thing, like not space between, but space around, and this will add equal amount of space like around all the components, and also like before them and after them. So if we save, we see that they are closer together, and we see that it probably looks kind of the same as here. Probably you can play around with the sizes, maybe like let's add more space to the right here, like 15, yeah, like something like that. And also, yeah, if you want to play around with more styles, like feel free. I'm pretty happy with it right now. So that means that we are done with the chat room list component, and now we can move forward. Should we? Let's do it. Okay, the next one will be the chat list, which is a flat list of the component that we just created. So we have a reusable component, then we have a bunch of data, like an array list of chat components with all the data, and we render them in this vertically scrollable list. Yeah, let's start doing that, and you'll see how easy that is in React Native, and with custom components, with separating everything in their like components and smaller parts. So let's go into chat screens. We have here the chat rooms, and instead of displaying a simple chat list item, let's delete that, we're gonna display a flat list of them. We import it from React Native. So the flat list has two required properties, data and render item. Let's put them into new lines. So the data property is an array that we want to display in this flat list. So in our case, that's like chat rooms. This is the array from data. Like this is the array that we want to display here in that list. It has like, I don't know, 6 or 7 chat rooms. And this is the data property. I think this is clear. The render item is a function that is gonna be called every time FlatList wants to render one chat room. So basically, give me an array list and give me a function to know how to render one of them. And I will do that for each of the items in your array list. So as I said, it is a function. It will receive an item, and we should say like, what should I render here? How should I render each specific item? So how should I render? Easy, chat list item that we created, chat room, and we set the item here. And the item will be specifically like one piece of one entry in our array list. So this is one item that is gonna be like sent to the chat room. Then the second time it will be called like, this will be the second one, and again it's gonna be sent here, and so on. Let's save, and here we can see horizontally scrollable, and not only horizontally but also vertically and horizontally. We're gonna fix it soon. So here is the basic things that you need to send in order to display a flat list. However, there are some more. For example, a good one is the key extractor, and the key extractor is using it, we define like what is the key of each item. And we need to define that in order for React Native to be able to re-render items accordingly, and to have like each item in a list should have a unique ID. So for the item, we will return item.id. We save it. That's good. Do we need anything else? Yeah, probably at this moment, no. So what's happening here with with horizontal scrolling? The messages are too long, so let's think how to fix that. Let's go into our components, chat list items, style. Okay, our container width is 100%. For the text, I think the text has like overflow. Alexander, I think you worked with that these weeks. Let's have a look. React Native text over ellipse size mode tail overflow ellipses, something like that. Yeah. Use the number of line parameter on a text component. Okay, and yeah, tail is the default. Yeah, the default one is tail as yeah. Let's define a number of lines 1 to our last message component, and hopefully that will fix. So last message style, and let's say number of lines 1. Save. It doesn't do anything. Check chat for inserting 3 dots of a whole message. Before that. No. That's not the problem, because the ellipse size mode is default to what we need. So I feel that our style here, whenever in doubt, just do it like flex 1. No, it's still too much. Where is our last message? Flex 1. Nope. With 100% to have like okay, if we set like a width like this, it works, but that's not good. Our the yesterday is still there. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, when I get into errors like this, I always question my front-end development skills, because having such a problem can take a lot of time. Should we just make the messages smaller? No, it's you see that if I set the width to static size, it puts the 3 dots, so it has like ellipsis size mode. Yeah, I can set tail here. It will put the 3 dots at the end, but it's the same as I have already. So you can also put head. It will set in the beginning, but that's not the actual problem, because yeah, that's quite weird. You know what? What's the easiest solution that we can have at the moment? and that I can update you later, not to waste a lot of time, because I feel that these kind of bugs can take a lot of time. The easiest solution would be to adjust the data, of course. Not even sure that that would work. That's not a bug, that's a feature. So, Alex, sorry, I will have to delete some of your message here. Try to make the width of a message component as dimension get window. Oh, I always hate using dimensions. When you use that, that's like a little hack. Yeah, it already think it's better. Like using dimensions that get window, I feel that it's a hack, and it means that your like flexbox containers aren't set properly. So, but it wouldn't work because yeah, I tried a custom width, and the message was displayed correctly, but the yesterday was still at the end. So let's have a look here. Where is it? Yeah, my mom said I work too much. No, that's not true. What else we have here? It's like the situation when your test cases fail and you adjust your test cases in order for them not to fail instead of fixing the bug. Come on, now what? FlatList style. Maybe that's actually true, to set the width of a flat list. Let's try that one. FlatList style with 100%. But Jonas, thank you very much. That actually solved the problem. So if I go back here, yeah. Right now they will be out of a screen, the message, but we can fix that, and we can fix that in the chatroom style. Last message will be with 100% and not more. No. Should I use dimension.get window? Maybe the text has something like max. I have an idea. To put it into 2 lines. Number of lines, 2. Doesn't work. Nice. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this one. I'm gonna hack my data in order to display properly. And if I find a solution in the next video, I will show you, because it might take a while, so I don't want to it to be boring for me to search and try. Flex 1 instead of width 100 should do the trick. Flex 1, if I set like it is in a not a row component, it's in a column direction, so that again will not work. It will make it vertically flex 1, you see. Yeah, I thought about that, but okay, it's good. Let's not get into that a lot. The next thing I want to implement is, instead of displaying this dummy code yesterday, to actually parse the created at and display it using moment.js based on the date that we have in our data. So let's add the styles to our text here. Let's uncomment it, of course, and let's delete this one. So in order to parse and display the data in the format we want, I'm gonna use library called Moment, and that's a nice library to work with dates. So we can find it in moment.js, I guess, momentjs.com. So here is like the installation and how we can parse and how we can display in the format that we want. And there is like a way to display it in a difference. Where is it? Document. Let's check the docs. Difference. Div like that. Yeah. So this way we will display it like in a human readable way, like 2 days ago or something like that. So let's use it here like this. Moment. We will import it. And how is actually WhatsApp displaying it? It's displaying like, yeah, just the date. Yeah. Let's say format come on. Yeah, this is displaying only the month, but we want to display it in like format here. Give us a good format that we can display. Format. Okay, for the month. This one is good enough. This format. Save. And as we see in our designs, we're displaying it with a bar. And the first is date. Okay, date, month, and then year. Save. Yeah, like that. And I think that the font size of time can be a bit smaller. It takes too much space there. Yeah, like that. All right, I think that's it with our flat list of messages. And yeah, that's besides of the bug that we had there, it displays pretty well, and I think it's quite similar to how WhatsApp chat messages are looking. So, how are you guys doing? Still there? Okay, let's move on. So the next step is our chat room screen. So whenever we press on a chat room, it should open the chat. So that's gonna be a new screen that we're gonna develop right now, and it will display the messages in that chat room. Also, we're gonna be able to type the new message and send it in the chat. Let's do that. Okay, let's close everything that we don't need. And in our screens, let's create a new screen called chat room.tsx. Okay, before that, let's not forget to add it to git commit. What did we implement there? Chats FlatList, or chats tab actually. Okay, we committed. Now let's move with the chat room. As usual, import React from React, const chat. I usually have like screen at the end, so let's do that. Chat room screen. Yes, this will have a backend and it will pull data dynamically, and you will have like real-time capabilities. Basically, you'll write and you'll receive messages real-time, but that's gonna be in the next week. So don't forget to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell, and you'll get notified when I start implementing the backend. Today we're gonna finish with the front end, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's display currently a simple text like chat room. Save, and we're gonna include it into the navigation and into our index navigation, because we need to add a new route for this new screen that we declared. So let's copy this one, say that I'll put it into. Yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. Okay, the name will be chat room. Component will be chat room screen, and the title. Yeah, let's have chat room at the moment. We'll see what we need later. Chat room. Okay, save. Cannot find variable chat room screen because we didn't import it, of course. Yeah, here import chat room screen from here. Save. Return outside of a function. Return outside of a function. No, not return. Export. As talking and writing, export default chat room save. Yeah, now it works. So we have that screen, that route, but we need to make sure that there is a way to get to that screen. So when does that happen? That will happen every time we press on a chat room in this list. So we need to declare some a listener for the clicks, and whenever user clicks here, we need to redirect to that specific chat room. So we're gonna open again components, chat list item, index, and we're gonna put everything into touchable component. Someone said to try flex wrap on the last message. Flex wrap on the last message. Flex wrap is for different containers, and if you have like more of them into the same row and they cannot fit together, they will move. But we need like, I don't know, like text wrap, and what is their values? Break, I don't remember. Wrap, align content, no, text wrap, or just wrap. Nah, yeah, I can't. I give up, guys, with this one. So let's focus on the main functionality. So whenever we click, we will need to redirect to a new screen. So we will import the touchable without opacity, without feedback from React Native. And this is the component that we can assign on press, and it will call a function whenever the user presses. So I will try to replace our whole component view with this touchable opacity without feedback. I'm not sure if it has a style property, so let's save. And what? View, save. Now it works. Touchable. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I know why. So here, yeah, I will wrap the whole thing with a touchable without feedback. Let's put everything there. Hopefully the styles will still be the same. Save. Yeah. And we'll declare a function on click. And whenever we click, let's first of all console warn to see if we actually click. Clicked on chat room or user.name. This is click. And let's give this function on click to our touchable without feedback. And here we say on press is on click. Save. To receive a single React element. Come on, why? Oh, yeah. I had extra. So if we press on something, we see clicked on Alex, clicked on Adrian, clicked on Elon Musk. It's working. You should drop it into one single view. Yeah, that's exactly like the childs of a touchable without feedback should be one single child, like this. If we close it, it should be only one view or one text or some like one child. It can't have multiple childs. All right. So what do we need to do here? We need to navigate. And to navigate, we need to get a reference to the navigation. And to get a reference to the navigation, there is a very cool hook, which we will import, which is use my voice. Sorry, guys. My voice started to crack. Use navigation from React navigation. Come on, navigation native. Yeah, from this one. Come on, React. Yeah. And we receive our navigation object from that hook in the top level of our functional component. Then we can use this navigation to navigate to our screen that is called here chat room. Save. If we press, cannot find variable text because in our chat room screen, chat room screen, we didn't import our text. Import text from React Native. Save. So if we press, it goes to a new chat room, we go back, and so on. However, there is one more thing, because we navigate, where is it? Chat list item. We navigate, but we don't send any variables like where to navigate. It goes to the chat room, but it doesn't know like which one. Like, should I go to the Daniil's, Alex, or Vlad chat room? So in order to do that, I'm gonna send a separate object here, like ID, and I will send the chat room ID there. So having a chat room ID, we're gonna be able to query the specific messages from that specific chat. And I'm gonna show you how we can, this is how we send, and let's see how we can receive this ID in our chat room screen. So if we go to our chat room screen, let's close others. And the same way as we used the use navigation hook, there is another hook, use route, and it returns a reference to the current route. And all the variables that we need are included in that route. So use route, and it's gonna be from React Navigation Native. The same way we take const route from, not from, equal to use route, and let's console log route.params. And this is like the params of this route. Let's save, and let's open our development server to see. Let's close everything, and let's go to this chat room. We see object ID 1. This is the param list. The ID of the chat room is 1. If we go to another one, the ID is 5, and so on. So this is how we send an ID, and based on this ID, we're gonna be able to query the messages from that chat room. Okay, so we have our chat room screen. So let's see what's next. Okay, in the header, WhatsApp displays the name, the image, and some more information like users. Yeah, we can actually display the name. Andrei, goodbye, thanks for joining, and I'll be waiting you next week. Thank you for reminding to drink water. So guys, yeah, don't forget to drink water. All right. So let's try to display the name, like the name of a chat in our header. So the same way as we are able to receive the params here, the same way in our index, we should be able to receive the params here, if I'm not mistaken. If we give a function instead of a direct message, and let's try to console log them. I will return this string, and let's try to console log our props. In the chat room, let's comment that out, not to have noise. And here we're console logging the props, and I hope. Warning, function not valid as a React child. This may happen if you return a component instead of component from render. Or maybe you meant to call this function rather. That's interesting. Functions. Yeah. Let's see how we can display a custom React navigation display title from params. Configuring the header bar, maybe. Options title, using params in the title. Yeah, that's what we want, using params in the title. Okay, the options can receive this function that we receive from the route. Yeah, I think I get the idea. Not the title, but the options is a function. And we can get here like this. I'll definitely mess up the parentheses. Route. So we get here the route. The title. No, the title will be just a string. And let's try just to say route dot params dot id, just to test if it actually works. Yeah, we see 1 in the title. So this is how we can display the title based on the params. And the next thing is, yeah, let's say name here. And we should make sure that we send the name when we redirect to this page. So when are we redirecting? It's happening here on click. So besides the ID, we're gonna say name is user.name. Let's save user.name. It's Lucas, it's Elon Musk, and so on. Live is live debugging. It helps brain to learn errors. Yeah, that's a thing that I was thinking lately about, because yeah, once more people are watching, I'm feel pressured by being like more perfect, and like I feel a bit stressed before the streams to prepare everything, to know everything that I'm gonna do, like in a like everything ordered, like to be coherent and not to stumble and go through these errors. But at the same time, I understand that this will idealize the work as a developer, because we never are perfect and we always Google and we always have problems, and that's no matter like what level are you or how senior are you, you're always gonna have problems, and your job is like to find solutions for them. So I don't know how to balance all these things, like to still be coherent and the live streams to be interesting, but at the same time to be as authentic as possible, and yeah, like go through errors, go through problems together with you guys. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. I'm really curious. Okay, some ranting. Okay, back to what we were doing. Now we can display the name in the title. That's good. The same way we can display the image of a person. We just send here an image and we declare a custom header bar where we include that image. But I'm not gonna get into that. That's gonna be a separate task for you guys. If you want to learn this on your own, do that and send me a screenshot and I'll give you feedback, because that might take me some time. What I will do, I will add these 3 icons here. And I'm gonna add them here in index and header, the same way as we added the icons in the home screen. Yeah, the same way I'm gonna add it here, like header right is gonna be view with a couple of icons. Do I need to always create types to give structure to my components? Yes. If you're using TypeScript, you always have to use to declare the types of your properties. At the beginning, it feels like more work. You have to type, you have to think about these types. but in future it will save you a lot of time and a lot of debugging time, because it will prevent some errors like one component expecting a string, you're sending a number, and like in some weird cases it doesn't work. So you'll save a lot of time. In these live streams I don't have a lot of time to go through all the types and set them up properly, because like I still have some red errors. For example, like object is possible undefined. In a production environment, I would definitely like declare them and make sure that everything is defined, nothing is null, do some other checks. But for this live stream, I'm okay with some red warnings, just with the purpose of like learning and moving faster and delivering you guys value. Okay, for the icons, what icons do I have? Do I have them prepared somewhere? Call is from material icons. If I start typing, will it autocomplete? I hope. Material without community icons. Name will be material icons call. Size will be, what size did we, 22. Color white. Okay, let's declare 3 more. The other one is from Font Awesome 5. Font Awesome 5. And this one is a video icon. And the other one is material community icons, also dots vertical. Material community icons, dots vertical. Let me close them to see everything. Material icons, we didn't import them. Let's do that right now. Come on. Here, material icons, and what was the other icon set that we used? It was Font Awesome. Font Awesome 5. Save. Yeah. Let's go into a chat, and on top here we see 3 icons displayed with some styles that we can copy from the home screen and adjust. We can have them displayed in one line and with proper the width will be 100 because we have 3 of them. Yeah, something like that will be okay. Yeah, probably the first one is the video. That's a very important detail. Save. Sorry, no, I don't have coronavirus. From speaking, my voice just is cracking and I need to drink water. So I think that's good enough. Right now these are not working, they're just displayed as icons. However, if you want to add some functionality to them to redirect to a new screen, you will put them inside a touchable opacity and declare like what should happen when the user presses on them. Guys, give me just 1 minute. I'm gonna go somewhere very important and I'm gonna come back because I'm 2 hours here, I'm drinking water, so I think you can understand what I need. 1 minute, guys. Hey, I'm back and I'm ready. Yeah, now it's gonna be much easier. Okay. So, we have a screen, we have a header, looking good. Yeah, someone is asking, do you have a plan in future to use testing like Jest in React Native in your channel? I might do a separate video for React Native testing. Yeah, if more people wants that, I can definitely do a separate video. Yeah, testing is boring for doing that in live streams, but they are very important to do them in real job. So that's why I might do a separate video. Martin, have to go. Okay, thank you very much for joining. I'll wait you during next week. Yeah. Okay, guys. We can drink some more water. Okay. We are here. So now is the time to display the actual messages. Okay, to do that, let's start by, first of all, creating a custom component for a separate message. But in the beginning, we're gonna create it very simply, just to display a text, and that's it. And then we can get into implementing the styles. And the next step is to define them into a flat list, as we see here, like to display multiple messages. So in our component, create a new directory, chat message, two files, index.tsx. Oh, when I create a new file, that's when I remember to commit, git commit. What did we do? Basic chat screen. Yeah, chat room screen. Plus navigation. Okay. Now chat message. Import as usual React from React. Const chat message equal to props. Here will be a chat message, and we will return in the beginning just a simple text. Hello. Let's export default chat message, declare the type for the properties, export type chat message props. And what will the props of a chat message have? It will have like a message, and the chat message is something that we declared in our types. Yeah, you know what the problem here was? Is that declaring an array of users. This is how you declare them in GraphQL, but in TypeScript, that's how you declare the array of users. So that's why our, yeah, we were having some yeah, right now we can access it at the position 1, and we don't have the yeah, the red warnings. Well, what's saying source here? Okay, never mind. Forgot what I was doing. Types. We have a message. Okay. Message. And the message we can import from types. Okay, now let's take out this message from our props. So we do that by destructuring the message. Not messages, but message from props. And here let's display the message dot content. Let's import the text. I don't know why it doesn't auto suggest me to import. Weird. Import text from React Native. Okay, so yeah, I think the basic thing that we need here is done. Now let's import this chat message in our screen, chat room screen, and instead of displaying this text, we will display the text message. But we can start actually by displaying the whole flat list, because I already showed you how to what is the flat list and how you send them, and I explain. I hope that by this time it's more clear. So let's just start by displaying the flat list from React Native. The data will be, we have a chat rooms, no, chats here. This is what we need, right? This is, yeah, messages, and it has all the messages. Yeah, this is my dummy data for one chat room. So if I close everything here, no, so it has like an ID, it has an array list of users, like who is in this chat room, and after that it has an array list of messages, and each message has like an ID, a content, a date, and from which user is it coming. So yeah, we see like a lot of messages down below, and that's it, like nothing more. Okay, so let's import that into our chat room screen. Import chat room data from data.chatrooms, not chat rooms, but chats. Yeah, and let's send it here as chat room data. And for the render item, this is like the function that will be called for each. Yeah, our data is actually not chat room data, but chat room data dot messages, because we want to display the flat list of messages. That's the array. So render item. Yeah, here we will render the component that we just created. Chat message is called, right? Chat message equal to item. And what's happening here? We have it opened. We didn't import it. We import. It's definitely something I messed up, something with parentheses. Yeah, flat list here should end. That was the problem. So let's save. And here we see a list of messages like, hey, are you Lucas? I'm good. What about you? And so on. And yeah, they are displayed in a list. Now we should go ahead and start styling these messages properly and displaying all the information that we need about that message. Interesting stuff. Let's go. let's close everything. Chat message here. Yeah, first of all, let's have a look at what data we need to display. So we need to display the username, the content of a message, and in the bottom right corner we need to display the time that the message was sent. Fair enough, let's do that. Yeah, we need to put everything into a view because we cannot return multiple children in React. First thing will be a text. Message.user.name, like that. So message.user.name. Yeah, TypeScript says that property message does not have a user because we didn't define it here. So message does not have a user. So a user is a user. Yeah, right now it doesn't complain. Message content, and after that we will display the message. Yeah, let's parse the data into a moment directly. So it's gonna be message.createdAdd, and then let's import it. You know what? For messages, I would like to do it with moment.diff, which is a difference. And I think that's it that you need. Message created. Save. And if we go here, can find variable view. We didn't import view from React Native. Save. No, it doesn't work like that. That's called, I think, human difference. Difference or duration. Oh, no, I think it's from now. Oh yeah, I remember. It's moment dot from now. Save, and we see that yeah, it displays as 7 days ago, 7 days ago, 7 days ago. And if I go into my data, I'll show you how it changes. So for a message, I will say that it's not 3rd October but 10th October. Let's save. And yeah, it says like in an hour. Why it says in an hour? Oh, because yeah, the time zones. If I put 13, it's in 18 minutes. If I put 12, it's 40 minutes ago. Yeah, that's nice. It displays like the difference of the date in a human readable way, like 42 minutes ago, 7 days ago, like 1 week ago, and so on. Okay, that's that with the date. Now let's let's try to style them. That's gonna be interesting. So yeah, first of all, let's style them as a message, as an incoming message, and then I will show you how we can adjust it to display it as differently for outgoing messages, the message that we write. So here is that message. I will say that this is styles.container, which will be the whole row, but because our message is not displayed in the whole row, we will need a separate view to display like this custom box. And that's why I will add everything into a different view like that. And this is gonna be style message box. And after that we can come back and adjust the style of the texts. Let's work now with the positions. Components, chat message. Let's declare the styles file, styles.ts, and here import the style sheet from React Native. Style sheet create, and at the end export default styles. In our index, let's make sure that we import them. We import styles from styles, and let's declare the container and message box there. Container and message box. Save. So our message box, let's say background color will be, what's the background color of that one? Is it white? Yeah, I think it's white. Background color, let's make it like just a bit gray like that. Save. Yeah, we see that it's already there. And the message box will have a width, or not even a width. It will have probably a margin right of 50 pixels to display, yeah, some spacing here. And this is just to, as you see that the messages have like spacing here. They're more to the left of the screen. For the container, let's add some padding, like 10. Padding 10 will be okay. What else? Yeah, we can add some border radius to make the corners a bit more round to the message box. Border radius is gonna be, I don't know, 5 will be okay. It's pretty hard to see with this color, but if I make it red, you can see that, yeah, it looks pretty okay. The radius, I mean. And the message box itself will also have some padding to have some space between the text and the box itself. Yeah, like that. What else? Now let's conditionally display the position of a message to the left or to the right based on the fact if it's our message or if it's not our message. So first of all, we will need to have probably a function here that will say like is my message, and this function will we will implement here like some logic with the database to check if ID is the same ID as the authenticated ID, then it returns true. But right now we see that my ID in the chat I think is U1. So we'll say like if ID is U1, then it's me, it's true. Yeah. And otherwise it's not me. So return message.user.id equal to U1. That means that it's my message. So the first thing that we need to display for my message is a different background color, which is this green, and I have it here prepared. Let's go ahead here, and we need to do these conditional styles. We are not able to do that in the styles.tx because here we don't have access to that isMe variable, and that's why we will have to do that in the index. So how we're gonna do it? We're gonna put our styles into an array, and this will actually merge the styles, and here we'll declare the styles that we need to be conditional. What is the keyboard you use? I use a, how is it called? I forgot the brand name, but it's a, I hope I will not mess it up. It's this cool keyboard. I forgot the name right now. It's, I think, Poker. I don't remember. Okay, so for the conditional will be the background color. So the background color will be is my message. If is my message, it will be green, like this. Otherwise, it's gonna be, let's say, white. Cannot find name background color. I think we should put this into an object. Save. Yeah, right now we see that the messages are the background color is displayed conditionally. So if it's my message, it's gonna be green, otherwise it's gonna be white. So we see that, yeah, wherever we see Vadim, the message is green, and otherwise it's displayed as white. That's yeah, that's nice, and that's what we wanted. And the next thing is to display the position of the elements, like one to the left, one to the right. So from here, from the message box, we can already delete the background color because we declare it in our index.tsx, and the same thing as the margin right, because we are gonna declare it here. Margin right or margin left. We'll see how it goes. Margin left will be, if is me, then it's gonna be 50, otherwise 0, because to the left we need margin only for my message. And the margin right, let's do it the same but not really, so it's reversed. 50 for the other message. Yeah, like that. That's what I wanted to do. So you see how we as well conditionally position the messages, one to the left, one to the right, based on yeah, the condition that we set here. Okay, right now let's work with the names. And yeah, one thing that I see is that for my messages, WhatsApp does not display the WhatsApp does not display the name. So here is how we can conditionally render something, not conditionally style, but conditionally render. So we will wrap our username into like a JavaScript block with curly braces, and in this JavaScript block we can also write JavaScript logic. So our JavaScript logic will be is my message, then end operator, and then text message, the text box. This might look pretty weird, but what does that mean is if this check passes, only then JavaScript will execute this part, and only then it will display. If this is false, JavaScript will never execute the second part, because like how end operator works is if one part is false, it will never be true, so it can return false in the beginning, like from the get-go, so it doesn't need to display the text if it's false. So this is a little trick that we are using in React Native to conditionally render. It might seem weird, but it's very useful and helpful. And if we save, we see that it hid the message in not my messages. So it means that we need to reverse it. So yeah, reversing like that. It displays the name for the other messages, but it doesn't display the name for my messages. Okay, let's now add some styles to. Yeah, we should negate it. That's right, Alexandra. So style will be styles.name, styles.message, and style.time. Okay, name, message, and time. That's what we need to style right now. Name, message, and time. Okay, for the name, what do? We display it with some kind of a color. I think we will display it with a tint color, and tint color is the green that we display here. So the name color will be colors dot light dot tint, right, like that. And we need to import the colors from constants. Save. Yeah, we see Lucas displayed with that green. We need to display it bold as well. Font weight bold. That's better. What else here? The message looks kind of similar. I don't think we need to do anything with the message. Maybe to add some margin below the name, or vertical margin for the message to have some spacing between the name and the date. So the message will have vertical or margin vertical 5, not too much. Yeah, probably that's good. No, I will actually add only to the name, because in this situation we don't need extra margin. So for the name, let's add a margin bottom. Save. So yeah, here it displays well. Yeah. I don't think we need any separate styles for the message. If you want, you will insert them here. I think they're pretty good. And for the time should be displayed in the bottom right corner. So in that case, yeah, I would either display it with abstract position and position them at the bottom right, or time. What is time? That's the question. What is time? So self align or align self. Oh, aligning things are align self flex end, save. Oh, Vadim. I'm pretty proud of myself right now. I could align a thing from the first try without Googling. That's an achievement, guys. That's an achievement. So color, let's set it as gray. Save. Yep, something like that. Yeah, we display it in a different format, but yeah, even in my application, I'm displaying it with like different difference time. It's in a human readable way, like 7 days ago or a minute ago or something like that. What else? Let me make sure that I didn't forget anything. How are you doing, guys? Are you still following? Yep. Yeah, one thing that we need to do for this FlatList is we see that the FlatList is displayed in an inverted way. So the first messages are displayed on the bottom and the last messages are displayed on the top. So to do that, we go to our chats index here. I don't think I will implement emojis in this video. That might be in the next one if I will have time. But yeah, we are going already for how much time? 2.5 hours. And I'm still planning to implement a couple of things. So yeah, it's gonna be enough for today. Yeah, what I wanted to do, yeah, to display the FlatList inverted. So in our screens, chat room screen for the FlatList, we just say inverted. Save, and the FlatList is already on the bottom. And the first, yeah, the messages are like inverted. And when we will add more messages on the bottom, on the top of the list, like they will be visible like near, yeah, here. All right. Okay, let's see our plan. I think that we style the messages pretty well, and they look somewhat similar. Oh, what we have to do is to display a background image like that, and it will look dope. So chat room screen. There is in React Native this component background image. Come on. Yep. Does it exist? Has no export background image. Background image. Or image background. How is it called? Oh, image background. Yeah, of course. Who is done past me? Oh. Image background. And we will put everything here in an image background, this FlatList. Let's put the FlatList here inside the image background. And the image background should have a source. Image background will have a source, but the source, I have it prepared somewhere as an image. I found it on internet. I will put it in assets images, and I will drag and drop it here. Yeah, like this is the image that we want to display as the background. So let's import it. Import bg from assets images bg.png. Are you there? Maybe it's one more up. So we are here. No, it should be here. Maybe TypeScript is messing around with us. Let's try to say, yeah, source bg, save, go to here, go to here. My name is Boris, and define is not an object, well, it's style with. All right, style with 100%, height 100%. Put it into object here. Save. Let's go now. Yeah, right now it displays properly, and we see that the background is set with that image. It looks much nicer. It's looking like that something is missing. So yeah, right now it's better. Okay. So guys, what's next? Next is, of course, our chat input component that we can type messages. Yeah, my back is already hurting. I need a standing desk. Let's go. So should we declare it as a separate component? What do you say, guys? Or in the chat screen, just to display it here. Yeah, let's declare it as a separate component. Directory. Before that, not forget, git add, git commit, display messages in chat room. Okay. So in the components, let's create a new directory for our new component, and it's gonna be input box, index.tsx, styles.ts. Let's start with the styles, import style sheet from React Native, const, as usual, const styles equal to style sheet create, and let's export these styles that we created. Export default styles. Export default styles, and yeah, let's declare the index. Import React from React, input box. On here we return a view, and let's do a simple text at the moment just to see that it displays hello there. We import the view and we import the text. Sorry, text. Okay, let's go ahead and export default input box, and we can insert it where we can insert it in our chat screen, right? Chat room screen underneath the FlatList. So here will be chat the input box, right? Yeah, something like that. Add import statement from components input box, save, and we see hello there displayed at the bottom of the screen. Okay, that's good. We can close the screen and focus only on our input box. We have an index, we have a styles here. So let's see the strategy here. So first of all, we see two views, like two parts, which is like this main part, which contains this view with the round borders, and this button to the right. Then inside this view, we see like 4 columns. First one is the icon, icon for emojis, then the input box itself, then attachments, and then the camera. So let's try to design that here. So first one, we have view style. Let's declare style for this one. Styles container. Let's import the styles, even though we don't have them yet declared, but we can import them to be ready. The next one, style, will be styles dot main container. Main container will be that white box with round corners, and then at the end there will be a kind of a button, also a view, and inside that view there will be an icon. The icon in our case is the record, like microphone. Let's check material community icons. Material community icons. Doesn't want to import automatically. Import from vector icons, material community name. Is it the same? Did I make a mistake? Probably. Name will be microphone. Size will be, let's try 24. Color will be white. Save. Yeah, it's there. Maybe you don't see it, but it's definitely there. Like right on the left side of the screen. So in our main container, or let's add some styles for this one as well. Styles, button container. In our main container, what we will have, yeah, this is the main container, the white box. We'll have an icon, and the icon we're gonna take from Font Awesome 5. Font Awesome 5. Name, oh god, no, name. Love bin. Size 24. Color will be a kind of a gray, and that's it. After that, it will have a input, a text input from React Native, and we'll declare all the properties that we need there as well, and 2 more icons like the attachments and the camera. Attachments is from ntypo. I will copy paste because I'm lazy, and the name will be attachment. The next one is our, what's there? Camera, right. That one is from Fontisto. Let's not forget to change here to ntypo. I made a mistake. The next one is from Fontisto. Name, camera, size, save. Okay, we see the icons here. We don't see the text input, but because it doesn't have any text and any styles to it. So right now, let's start to somehow style the containers. So let's go ahead and style the main container. The only thing that it will need, it will say flex direction row to display everything into a single row. Row, save. Okay, we see the microphone there. The main container as well needs a flex direction row. Row, save. Yeah, it's there. Now the main container will have a background color of white. Background color white, save. Let's add some padding to it, of course, because everything is some margin to be, yeah, and some border radius to make the to make the border rounded. Radius 10 or not even like 50, I think. Yeah, like that. Okay, now let's style a bit the button container. Button container will have a background color colors dot light dot tint to be a gray, save. We need, of course, to import the colors from constants. Save. Yeah, we see it there. Yeah, as well, let's add some border radius to it. And you know what? The margins I will add to the main container, not to I mean to the parent container, to contain margins for both buttons and for that one, like this. Let's say that the width will be 50, the height will be 50. Save. How does it look? Okay. And to align the icon in the middle, justify content center. Justify content center. And this will make it vertically aligned, and align items as well center. Save. It will put the icon in the middle. For the icon, we can increase a bit the size, 28. Yeah, I think that one is a good one. Button container, let's add some horizontal margins, or let's add here margin margin right. I blanked for a bit. Margin like 10. Save. There is some space between the boxes, and let's try to add flex 1 to this box to take out the whole space that is available to it. So the bottom container takes 50 width because it's static, and if we set flex 1, we are setting like, okay, take everything left that is in your container. So that's how we managed to do that here. Okay, and I think for our text input, style text input, I think we can do the same thing with flex1 if I'm not mistaken, to say that, okay, the icons have like fixed width, but you take the whole thing. Flex1. Yeah, I was right. So the text input right now takes the whole size, the rest size of the container. So for the text input, let's add some margin, horizontal, then to have some spacing. For these icons, we also need to add some spacing. So styles dot icon, and the same one for this one. So let's define the icon style to spread them apart a bit, and let's add some margin, horizontal. 10 will be too much, I think 5. Hey guys, are you still here? Are you still following me? Margin horizontal 5, and it doesn't work. 10. Oh, I think I know, because if I do padding, icons margin, I need margin to them. With 30, will that work? Icon, that's what I'm missing. We don't need width. Margin horizontal, and 10 will be too much. Let's go with 5, like that. Yeah, so right now we see our message box here. We can type. I think we should give some properties to the text input to be multi-line. So let's try multi-line, save, and in this case we're gonna be able to define multiple text, and it will grow like that. The other thing in WhatsApp, and in that case probably what happens in WhatsApp when I do that? I don't have my phone near me, but I think that's similar to what they do. The only thing I would like to keep the icons vertically aligned. So in our style, for our main container, let's align items, not stretch, but center. Save. And now the icons remain in the middle, like that. All right. And the other thing in WhatsApp is that when you start typing, first of all, the camera icon disappears, because if you type, then it shouldn't be able to send a photo at the same time, and the microphone icon changes to a send icon. So I'm gonna do that right now, and not middle. Do you mean like that's how WhatsApp does? Yeah. I can do and it will always be at the bottom. Minimize. I think it's flex and, but I'm not sure if that's how WhatsApp is doing. So basically, like if we write, the icons will be at the end. I don't really like that. I don't know. I think that center looks better. Oh, and for this icon as well, let's do that for the main container as well. Save. Yeah, like that. Yeah, Alex as well says, in case of multiple lines, icons are kept at the end. Okay, no problem. Flags and here as well, flags and save. And because I think they, come on. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe I should save a border radius like smaller, like 30, no, 25, no, 25. Let's check. Margin bottom. No, it's mostly because of the border radius is shifting towards, because it's too big. Oh, that's for the button container. I wanted to do that for the main container here. If I set it to 25, it should remain the same, like this. And if it's only one line, in that case, it will look round. Yeah, right now it's round, and if we change, the radius does not change here, like it remains the same, so it looks better right now. Yeah, we can also have like max number of lines, or how is it called, of lines, I don't know, 6, or number of lines. And will this, yeah, this will, oh, I don't remember the property that we need to send for the max number of lines. You can find that in the documentation. So right now, let's keep the content of a message that we type into as a state, because we're gonna need this in state when we will implement the backend, so we will be able to send the value from state to the backend. So for the state, I'm gonna use the useState hook. So message set message equal to useState an empty string. Let's import the useState. For the text input, the value will be the value from our state, which is message, and on change we will call the set message to change the value. On change, what does it have here? Event probably, and text input, and here event dot target dot value. Is it that how it works? No, event dot value, event dot let's check the documentation, forgot that. React Native text input. Number of lines just works in Android. Yeah, probably that's only for Android. On change text. Oh yeah, on change text, not on change. That's what I was missing. Set message and on change text. Save. And yeah, if we type, it doesn't look any different, but right now the value is saved in the state. So what we can do with this is to conditionally display a different icon based on the message. if the message is null, then we will display a different icon. But for the text input, I would also put a placeholder, which will be a text displayed whenever there is no text there. So it's type a message. Placeholder, type a message. Save. Placeholder. Come on, why don't you display? Command D, reload. Yeah, type a message is displayed there. Okay, so as I was saying, like in our button container, we want to display conditionally different kind of icons based on the message. So to display conditionally, we will check if message. So if message is null, then we want to display this material community icons, which is the our microphone. However, if message is yeah, let's do it like that. However, if message is not null, we want to display the send button. So the send button is yeah, for material icons, and it's called send. Material icons, material, we need to import it, material icons, the name is send as well, 28. Let's see. So right now the message is null and it displays the microphone. If we start typing, it changes to send. If it goes back to null, it changes to microphone. So that's how we conditionally we conditionally render this based on the message. Or yeah, let's put it like that. And the other thing is that when message is not null, the camera should be hidden. So in that situation, we say double negation, which will return true if a message has some value and false if a message doesn't have anything. So if message, then no, actually it should be only one negation because it should display only when message is null, right? Save. Yeah, it displays. If we start typing, the icon disappears. If it's again null, it appears back. So let's do one more thing. Let's put this view into touchable opacity to be able to handle the clicks, because we'll need that in the next week. React Native on press will be on press. So let's declare that function here, const on press. And this one as well, like if message is null, then we will call like on micro one I don't know, like microphone or something like that, microphone press. Else we will call on send press. And now let's just declare like these two function on microphone and console warn microphone, and the other one the same way, console log sending, and let's also add the actual message that we are sending. Message, and we can also set message to empty string to prepare it for the next message. And here let's add some comments. Send the message to the backend. So let's press send, sending something. Now the message box is clear. If we press, it says microphone. If we type something, then send, again like sending this message, and the message box is clear. So right now our input box is developed, it's ready, and it's also ready to integrate with the backend, which we're gonna do in the next week. So we're gonna come back and implement here some very simple function that will send this message to the backend. So how much time are we live? 3.5 hours. Are you still here, guys? How are you doing? I think I had in mind one more thing, but we are so it took us so long, like 3.5 hours, because I got into some details. So the message input box container works. Yeah, the next thing was this floating button. Out of curiosity, are you planning to do microphone features? Actually, microphone feature is not that hard, and by implementing it, I will be able to show you how to work with like recording voices and also sending files and saving these files to S3, like which is like a service where you keep files on AWS. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do that in like a third video. Probably in the next one I will not have time. Thank you everyone who is till the end. I'm thinking, should I implement one more screen? I just want to implement this floating button and a screen. When you press on it, it shows a screen of contacts, basically all the users that are registered. So I might need this screen in the next week because I'm planning to make this application public, so you'll be able to enter, register, and we could even chat everyone on this application. So I could show you how it works. So yeah, I think it's not that much. Like I think it's around like 15 minutes, and we can be done with that because we can reuse some components that we made. So yeah, let's go and implement this floating button for creating a new message. Yeah, let's go, guys. I still have some energy. My voice is cracking, like my brain is foggy. I can't think, talk, and develop at the same time, but I'm trying for you guys. So let's create a new floating button directory. Floating button, or not floating button, but new message button. Let's go. Index.tsx, import React, new message button will be equal to function, and here we will return. Do you need any water? Thank you very much. No, I don't need, I still have it. Oh my god, you're still streaming. Yeah, bro, we are doing it till the end. I am planning to do a stream of 12 hours. And I'm slowly preparing for it. Like I went from 1 hour to 2 hour streams to 3 hour streams, and right now I'm doing like 3.5 hour stream. So yeah, I think that I might be already ready for going all in and 12 hours. but let's finish with WhatsApp here. I have something very excited for if I would ever go for 12 hours. So it's gonna be interesting for everyone. Default new message button. So view, this view. What is the plan after WhatsApp? After WhatsApp, stay tuned and you will see. I don't want to say a lot of things, but yeah, a lot of new builds will come along because I enjoy doing them. I see that you guys are taking a lot of value out of them, so I will not stop doing these live builds. Maybe I'll go for some more beginner friendly content, like some easier apps and smaller apps that everyone with all the experience, like even like the person who first sees React Native could follow and do. So I'm thinking about that. Okay, we need an icon for the button, and that icon is, how is it called? Something like message, camera search. Alex, I don't think you prepared that icon for me, but that's not a problem. We can go into export icons and see here message. And I think it's something like that. If we look here, yeah, it's a custom one, but we could go with this one. No, I think Alex prepared that for me. I just don't see it. She even asked. Vadim, take the challenge and continue the stream for 12 hours. I heard it is a trend now between the developers on YouTube. This one? Oh god, I don't know. I need to be more prepared for that. So, material community icons, message reply text. Material community icons. Import material community icons. And here we say icons, name, message reply, that's the name, message reply text. All right, text, size 28 and color white, yeah, like that. My voice, come on. Styles, container, styles container. I will no, let's do it properly till the end. Styles.ts, import style from React. Native const styles and export default styles. Okay, here container. Let's import styles here. Can you do that automatically? Yep. Come on, let's do it. And yeah, first of all, let's display this new message button to see it somewhere. And that's gonna be in the screen. Chat room, no, chat screen, this one. So after the FlatList, we're gonna display new message button like that, and we go back and we should see it somewhere here. I think it is displayed here, but we don't see it. So background color will be colors.light.tint. Save, and we import colors. Save, Yeah, it's here. But why? Oh, no. That's all right. Yeah. I thought that the icon is green, but so width 100, height 100, save. Oh god. Vadim, come on. 50, 50, 50, 50. Border radius 25. Save. Align. Justify content center and align items center to center it horizontally and vertically. Center. Save. Align center. Align items. I think you should do mini series show with demo so can attract people. Just a thought, could be wrong. Love your explanation. Yeah, I actually am thinking to do like a demo of each app, like a short, like 2 or 3 minute video, and yeah, where I will explain like what you will do by doing this. That's actually a great idea. Thank you very much. Alexandra, actually you have my support. I would be interested to watch the stream. Yeah, I would need to pile up on Red Bulls and coffee to have energy until the end. Is it hard to learn TS? If you know JavaScript, it's very easy to learn TypeScript, because TypeScript is the same JavaScript, just everything has types. So yeah, it's not hard. And don't be scared about it, because if you don't know TypeScript, you can write JavaScript in TypeScript and it's the same thing, because after compilation TypeScript is compiled to JavaScript. So yeah. Align item center. Okay, one more thing is we want to display this button here on top, but we want to display it as absolute position, because it should always be on top of a flat list. So position absolute. Types is the type of the variables. So like Java, C#, and C++ are typed languages where each variable should have a type, for example, integer, string, and so on. But JavaScript is loosely typed. So there are no types in JavaScript. Basically, there are types, but they are assigned to the variable when you actually give a value to that variable. So that's more flexible, but leads to a lot of hidden bugs that are very hard to debug later on. So TypeScript comes in to solve this issue. And yeah, add types to make JavaScript more safe to use. Bottom 0, probably not 0 but 10, and right also 10. Maybe even more, like 20. Yeah, I guess that's good. And yeah, as you see that the button, I've set the position to absolute, and it's always here on top of the chats. All right, so right now we want to develop a new screen with all the context that we will have in our application. So we will be able to start a chat with anyone on who is registered. For that, let's create a new screen, which will be I will copy paste it from chat screen. No, chat rooms. Chat room. No, chats. Yeah, like this. I will copy paste this one and say contacts. Contacts. and I'll come back and adjust the code here shortly. I'll go into the navigation and add into the index, add a new screen. Where? Yeah, let's copy this one and add a new screen here. This is gonna be called contacts. The component probably we don't need anything here, so the component will be contacts screen. I forgot to add screen here because I like to have like contact screen. Contacts screen, right? Yes. Contact screen, add import statement, name contacts. Is not assignable to type root, not found. Okay, yeah, I got it. So our root navigator has like root stack parameters, and there we define like which names our screen can have. So we don't have like contacts and chat room there yet. So let's go into types, find like root stack navigator. There is root, not found, contacts, and what else was there? Chat room or something like that. Yeah, chat room as well. Yeah, right now the red arrows disappeared. Contacts. Okay, so let's close everything. Okay, we have our contact screen. Now whenever we press on this button, we should redirect the user to that contact screen. So for the button, new message button, let's add it into touchable. Yeah, probably opacity will be good. On press will be on press, that we will define in a moment, and we put our view in this touchable opacity. So const on press will be a function, and here we will need to navigate. So to navigate we need the navigation, but we're gonna take it from a hook called use navigation, and my ID never helps me import it, and I have to import it manually. Import use navigation from React Navigation Native, like from here. Alex from South Africa, hello. I remember you joining the previous stream as well. Thank you very much for joining. And on press we say navigation dot navigate to the page called contacts. Save. And the styles right now, yeah, let's move it around, like put the touchable here, because the position absolute is on the container, is on the view, so we need that one to be the root. Hopefully this will work. Save. Yeah, and if we press, we go to the contacts. Right now the contacts are displaying a list of chat messages, but contacts component is very similar to this one, but instead of displaying the last message, but it doesn't display the last message and the date. So it just displays the username and the user profile. So we will take a chat list item and copy paste it and rename it to contact list item, right? Contact list item. In the index, let's rename it to contact list item. Yeah, let's rename everything from chat to content. Contact. paste it here, check, chat list item, contact list item. And we're not gonna receive a chat room, but we're gonna receive a user, which is a user. So from types, we import user, not chat room. Let's take it here. So we don't need anything. Yeah, we already have a user. Come on. On click. Yeah, on click it's gonna be interesting. Navigate to chat room with this user, and from the view, what do we have here? We will have an image, we will have a username, we will not have a message, so we can delete this one from here, and we will not have a time, we can delete this one from here. Yeah, also let's see here, cleaning some styles, time, and last message we don't have. Save. And yeah, probably user image. Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's try to use it in our FlatList and see how it looks. So contact screen, let's go to contact screen TSX, and our FlatList. I think we have also, thanks to Alex, we have some data prepared for users. No, not here, in our data here. Data. Users. So let's export default. Yeah, and this is just an array list of simple users. Again, yeah, that's good. So in our contact screen, instead of chat rooms, let's import users, send to the FlatList our users, and instead of chat list item, we will display the contact list item. And here the property, not room, but user, right? Yeah, let's save. And yeah, here we see a list of messages. If we go there, we see a list of users. And I think that's how WhatsApp is doing with the contacts. The only thing that they also show is like the status of a user. I can actually do that pretty easily by going to components, contact list item, and in the index I'll do Ctrl Z until I see this last message, and instead of last message I'll do user dot status, and we will display the statuses of the users. And right now we can safely delete this time. And yeah, let's go back in our styles to return the last message. Let's just rename it to status, styles.status. And if we save, and if we go to our data users, and for a user, if we add status hello there, how are you, it will be displayed here with the users. Yeah, I'm wondering, oh yeah, and in that screen we shouldn't display this icon. Let's not forget that. Close all our contact screen, and new message button, we don't need that. And because we changed the type of a user to include the status, let's also go to the user, say that it also has a status and it's a string. Save. Yeah, right now, right now probably I'm happy with what we have, and that's very ready for the next week to integrate it with a backend. Are you still guys here? Do you still have powers? I'm wondering, is there anyone that is following like from the beginning till the end? You are guys the best if you're doing that, because I'm already tired. So, if you have any questions, let me know right now, because I think that I am done with today's week. So let's have a look at what we build. We we need initialize the project. We set up the header bar that we see here on top of our application, displaying the title what's up, displaying the icons, and so on. We display the top bar navigator with all the tabs that we see. We didn't implement the others one, but we implemented the chat list items, and here we see all our recent chats that we have. Whenever we press on a chat item, we display the chat page with that user. We display all the messages with custom styles based on if it's my message or his message. Here as well the header with the icons. We can type the message, and whenever we type the message, we see the icons changed there. And the last thing is the contacts page, and here we will see all the contacts that are registered in our application. And also in the screen, in the header, the search icon and the 3 dots. Yep. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining. I'm already very tired. I think that the hardest part of all the streams is to do the outro, because like my brain is foggy. I'm tired. But yeah, I want to thank everyone who has followed along till the end during the live stream, and also to all the people that are following it after the live stream. I encourage you guys to do it yourself, not to just watch, because watching you might feel that you understand and you might feel that it's easy, but try to do it yourself and you'll learn like a ton of new information. Yeah, you'll get into some problems that probably I also got during the live stream, and you'll try to solve them. You'll have more time. You'll try to Google, and that's how you actually learn, by practicing. So like, stop following all the tutorials that you're following right now on Udemy or any other platforms. Like, start building something that you can use, and then you will learn like much faster and much more effective. And yeah, don't forget to join our Discord group, link in the description, where we can discuss about our builds. Let's build everything together, because yeah, we are a community. Let's help each other. If someone is having troubles, let's write in the Discord chat. I'll try to help everyone. But yeah, if I don't have time, you can do that in the community and help each other, and I will really appreciate your help. And yeah, if you didn't subscribe to the channel yet, please do so. Turn on the notification bell, because a lot of new content will come in future. I'm planning to, besides this live stream that I will continue to do, which I enjoy, I will also do some short videos on very specific topics, also like tutorials on React Native for beginners, and not only. I have one that I'm editing right now, so super pumped up about that one. What else? Yeah guys, I think that's it. Thank you very much. All the links in the description. Take care, drink water, and write clean code, guys.